Hey everyone, welcome in. I'm Jess. It is Monday. And it's time for another D&J Plays. He's D&J. And today we are playing After Us from Pandasaurus.
What?
We are
taking care of society after society has crumbled.
Yeah, which seems like it might actually happen in real life.
It's not far away.
Yeah. And hello to Panda and Joe Sondow and Razor's here.
Hello.
Hello. I'm ready for the holidays, PAX U and OrcaCon.
Yeah,
exactly.
Get your jabs.
Get your jabs, everybody. We got our jabs.
Gentle high fives. I like that.
Yeah.
No smacks on the shoulder.
Yeah. How's it going, buddy? We got ours about like a month ago. And we didn't get it wasn't too terrible side effects, so we're very grateful for that. So we are all prepped for PAX because both of us are going to PAX in a couple weeks.
That's great. Thanksgiving is next week.
Yeah.
PAX is the week after that.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
It's insane. I know some of you in the chat are going to PAX, so looking forward to seeing you there. Please be sure to say hi if you see either one of us. I know Razor's like, can't wait.
More than just hi. Let's play a game.
Yeah.
I need people to play games with.
Yes, yeah, because I'll be working. He'll be wandering, playing games with everyone. So, or if you need him to teach you Riverside, he can teach you Riverside. Share that story, love. That's pretty fun.
So 2 PAX ago was our first one.
Yeah,
my first one.
2021 was yours, yeah.
Had you been before?
I had. 2019 I did.
So 2 PAXs ago was my first PAX. And Jess is going to be working, at the time she was working with Haba, with T, and that awesome crew. And so Jess was very busy. And so I'm just wandering, trying to find something to do. And at this time, I barely knew anybody. But so scouring like all the games that were out there, they have a great first look area. They do a really good job at pulling in games from all over the world to like put into this first look area, which is really fun. And it's a wide variety of types of games. But one that I was really, really interested is a roll and write, because I'm a sucker for roll and writes. It is a setting of running a cruise excursion boat in the like Arctic area, which that theme just really was jumping out at me. The snowy, wintry landscape, also a sucker for. So I sat down and I was trying to learn it, and I taught it to at least 2 or 3 different groups that PAX. I had never played it before. I just wanted to learn it. What was funny is, so one evening while I was waiting for Jess, I'm just starting a game, and this young person walks by and is like, "Hey, what are you doing? What is that?" And so I told them, "Oh, it's about this." And they sat down to play, and they had a good time. We ran through the game. Well, last year we're back at PAX, and again, Jess is working. I bring Riverside with me because now we own it, and I'm teaching it to everybody. Like, "Oh, hey, you're not doing anything? Cool. Let's go sit in the lunch area and let's play Riverside. Oh, we're waiting for something? Cool. Let's get Riverside out." Well, I'm back in the first look area, and there's another roll and write, flip and write that I was really interested in, Take a Seat, which is all about organizing up. I think they're moviegoers. They might be like play goers, but basically they're going into a theater and you're trying to arrange everybody correctly. And so I saw it in the first look area, and there was a couple people that were next to me playing. They were just getting started reading through the rules, and I was sitting down by myself. So I just kind of spoke to them like, "Hey, do you mind if I join you?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, no problem. Come on." And so the 3 of us sat down, and as we're learning it, the young person that was there with what I believe was their mom looks at me and is like, "Hey, did we play a game together last year?" And it was the same young person that I had played Riverside with. She and her mom were learning Take a Seat, and I was like, "Oh, that's crazy," because we're all masked. We have no idea who each other is. And so after we played Take a Seat, which was really fun and had a good time, as I'm leaving, I'm like, "All right, I'll see you next year for another roll and write." So I don't know what that roll and write's going to be, but it would be really funny if I ran into that person and their mom again.
Yeah.
To play another roll and write.
That is pretty funny.
But Riverside has become one of my favorites. I love it.
Yeah.
And if you want to play it, I will gladly bring it and teach whoever wants to play.
Nice. Yeah. So Panda's going to be over at Arcane Wonders. Surprise, surprise.
Nice.
And I just got confirmed.
Is that surprise? Should I have known that?
You should, because Panda's been at with Arcane Wonders for like the last few conventions.
Oh, cool.
Just their booth scene, not like hired, like, you know, full time, but with the booth stuff.
Cool. That's fun.
And I just got confirmed today that I will be helping out North Star at PAX, so that'll be pretty fun. So y'all can catch me over at the North Star booth. That'll
be exciting because North Star was jumping last year.
Yeah. So yeah, Razor, are you gonna be over with CGE? Are you doing booth stuff? Because Razor at Gen Con was over with CGE and she was rocking it. So,
awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna spread the good news of games, not teaching for the first time. Oh my gosh, Razor. So maybe you should learn Riverside from David.
just look for the lonely person holding up the Riverside box. Does somebody want to play with me?
Yeah, Razor taught me Super Mega Lucky Box today. With like a brief. She was so great. She just like sent me this audio blurb of like, here's how you play. Okay, go play. And so we played on BGA and I was like, oh, okay. And I won by like 6 points. It was like super close. And yeah. But
that's just a sign of a good teacher.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's probably gonna be difficult for you, Razor, of not being able to teach stuff. But good for you. Maybe it'll give you some time to kind of just like chill and hang out at this convention.
Well, go find a table and grab some games you like and put that looking for players thing up so you can teach them. Mm-hmm. Just get it a little bit out of your system.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I see that sign, I'll sit down.
And bring Riverside with you.
Maybe. Yeah. Who knows?
I don't know. We have some new. Do we have any new rolling rights? Did we get any new rolling rights? I don't remember.
Maybe. There was something that I was gonna bring that we had joked about. I'll have to go back and look through the videos of what we played together because I was like, oh, I'll bring this to PAX. And
yeah. So,
but my memory is not great. So,
anyways, friends, today we are going to be playing some After Us. So it's
about to get crazy bananas in here.
Literally.
That's a monkey joke.
Literally, it's a monkey joke. Okay, so I'm going to read the flavor text, and I have the rule book, and I'm not afraid to use it. Yes, we love Dinosaur Island.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's such a good one.
That's such a good one. We have it. We love it. It's one of the heavier ones, we would say, on the heavier side of the roll and write sphere.
It's a goodie.
Okay, here we go. Flavor text. Get ready. Put your flavor text emotes in the chat, y'all. 2083. That's 60 years from now.
Okay, the clock is ticking.
The clock is ticking. Humanity has been extinct for several decades, leaving only traces of its legendary legacy beyond. Blech. Let me start over because I cannot read. Okay. 2083. Humanity has been extinct for several decades, leaving only traces of its legacy behind on Earth. Over time, nature has reclaimed the planet. While the world restores itself, the apes continue to evolve. They gather in tribes, develop themselves, master the objects left behind by the humans, and advance in their quest for knowledge. As the leader of one of these tribes, it is your responsibility to set your fellow apes on the path to collective intelligence. Okay, here we go. The goal and overview of this game. You are a leader of the tribe of apes, which at the beginning of the game will only consist of a few tamarins. By having them work together, you will collect resources that will help you attract other apes. Gorillas, orangutans, chimpanzees, and mandrills will join your ranks along the way, extending the capabilities of your tribe. In order to win, you must reach 80 victory points faster than your opponents. This symbolized your ascension on the collective intelligence scale.
Let's do this.
Each round, you will draw 4 cards. Use them to gather your primate assembly. This creates rows of frames that will allow you to collect resources, score victory points, and activate special abilities. At the end of each round, you will have the possibility to attract a new primate to your tribe, which slowly increases your possibilities. All right, friends. So this is basically an intro to deck building. So each of us will start with a player deck of 8 cards consisting of tamarins. That's this type of ape here, okay? Then you will see on the cards, there's these boxes which are called frames. Now, as you're drawing your 4 cards to lay out, you will display them down here below your player board and align them so that you will close the frames, meaning that the chain here will connect to another chain so that it is a fully enclosed box, okay? Some of them are already fully enclosed here, but some of them are on the edges that you will need to line up and connect. Any of the boxes that you do not connect will not gain you those resources or score you those victory points. All right. So the game will consist of 3 phases. The first phase is to assemble your primate assembly, which means you will gather 4 of your cards from the top of your deck, display them face up on your player board, and arrange them in such a way so you close those frames. All right. And this is done simultaneously. All of this is usually done simultaneously. But we are going to play the first round or 2 taking consecutive turns so that way you can see how the gameplay will work. Mm-hmm. And then we'll do things simultaneously. All right. So once we are done assembling, we will resolve our cards. The cards will resolve in a way of the rows from left to right. So there are 3 rows on cards. You will resolve them from left to right, starting from top to bottom. And you will gain those resources or score those victory points. Now, any resources that you will gain will go right here on your player board. If you have any that are 3 or more, they will go in this area here. And then once we have all done that, we resolved our cards, we will move on to the second phase, which is attracting an ape. Each of us will have 4 of these action tokens. We all have the same action token. And from there, we will choose secretly one of the action tokens to use on that phase. Now, the action tokens have 2 points of information. The top part has the resource or the bonus action that you will be able to take. And then the bottom is the type of ape that you are allowed to attract. So for this example, you would get 2 batteries of energy and you can attract an orangutan. Now here in the market, we have the 4 different types of apes that you can attract into your primate assembly. We've got mandrills, orangutans, gorillas, and chimpanzees. Now each of them has a certain cost of resources. However, the chimps have the ability to do 3 of any kind of resource. So we have fruit, which is the orange resource. We've got flowers, which is the blue resource. We've got grain, which is the black resource. And then we have wild, which is what the chimps do, which is either 3 fruit, 3 flowers, or 3 grain. If you get 3 of one of those types based on whatever your token is, so let's say we had the 3 fruits for the orangutan, I would take the top card from this deck, and it gives you, it's a stronger card, has stronger frame resources and points and things like that. It would go on the top of your draw deck to be used for the future turn. Now up here, there's 6s. If you have 6 of a certain resource, instead you can purchase the level 6 orangutan. Now whatever token you use, you must be able to purchase only that type of ape. You don't have to on that phase. You have the choice to purchase an ape or not. However, it is only determined by the ape that is shown on your token. There are certain items that you will start throughout the game that you can use to do other special things. And so for this game, we have randomly chosen 3 items and they do certain stuff, and I will tell you what they are in just a moment. So after we do the purchasing, we can also spend 2 of any type of resource we want to copy whatever the token is of our neighbor. So let's say in our example, I played the orangutan and I got my 2 energy and I purchased the orangutan. Now David has the chimp. I can spend 2 resources to activate his bonus action, which is repeating one of the frames that I have displayed here on my cards, okay? I cannot purchase an additional chimp. The 2 resources only apply to copying your neighbor's bonus action. And hello, Timey and Tech, welcome in.
Hello.
So once both of us have done that, we will go into phase 3, which is resting. You will discard all the cards in your player area. We'll make a discard pile, and then we will set for the next round. Next round, we will analyze if one of us has reached 80 points. That will automatically end the game. If not, then we will continue on and play another round. Okay? There are also some symbols you will see for each of the different apes and also on the different frames. So we've got the 3 resources that I showed, the fruit, the flower, and the grain. There is also the light bulb, which is victory points. So whenever you see the light bulb, that's automatic points that you will gain right away. Whenever you see the battery, that is an energy token. Energy token is another type of resource that can be used here to activate items. Items can be activated once per round, depending on the phase that is indicated. So here, for example, on this moped, you can only use it in phase 2, which it says P2 here. And for 6 batteries, you can purchase a level 1 ape of your choice. Or for 9 batteries, you can purchase a level 2 ape of your choice. So that can be something nice and useful instead of on top. I think it's on instead of the token, what the token says, right? Or is it in addition to?
It's totally in addition.
Okay.
These are an extra thing that you can do.
Okay, so you can get an additional ape that way if you wanted to spend there.
Yeah.
This one here is what is this? The safe?
It is a mini bar. That's what they...
Oh, it's a mini bar. That's funny. So 1 battery you can spend to turn in 1 type of resource, 1 token of that resource into 1 token of another resource.
Yeah, which is great. If 1 short, here's a way to get it.
Yeah. And then here, the computer, you can spend 5 energy to get 5 points, and that can be done on any phase. Thank you, Timey. Yeah. Timey says he just taught this so many times this month. Yeah. So that is
nice.
That is here.
Well, correct us if we get anything wrong.
And then here, whenever you see the red gorilla, that is the rage track. The rage track corresponds to these numbers down here on our player board. Every time you get a certain number of rage, you will move up the scale on your track. And at any time, you can use 4 rage to trash, if we want to talk in deck building terms, trash a card from your player area out of the game, which will be helpful because your tamarins here are nice, but they're not as powerful. So it's a way to thin out your deck so that you can go through some of your more powerful cards later on.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is about it. I will say we played this last night just to get our feel for it, and we enjoyed it. It is illustrated by Vincent Dutrait, he's one of my tops. If you've ever played Museum, you will know how gorgeous all of the artwork that he had to do on that. I mean, there's hundreds of art pieces that he had to do for that game. And so it is a very attractive looking game.
He did a great job.
I will say it's also a very streamlined game, but there are choices and different strategies that you can take in order to try to get your 80 points fastest. And this plays solo as well as up to 6 people. So there's some other kickers. Make sure you wait to trash till after you gain the resources. Yes, good point, Tiny. Good point.
Yeah, because you don't draw another card, so you would be down to just 3, and it could break your line.
Yeah, once you trash it from your player area, you don't draw a new one to replenish it. The only time you replenish stuff is when you discard in phase 3 to start a new round.
Yeah. And when you do rage and trash a card, you'll see it as we flip the cards over. There is a little bonus that you get for raging that monkey away. You scare them into dropping something. So
right.
it's a great way if you're like, not only to thin out your hand, but like, oh shoot, I need one more fruit, or I need one more thing to be able to get the type of ape that I'm going after.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. And I'd say the only thing, each ape type has a specialty.
Yes.
So the
Mandrills.
Mandrills.
Don't say mandrakes. It's not Harry Potter.
I can't ever remember the names of
They're the Rafikis. They're the Rafikis from Lion King.
They specialize in victory points. That's not the only thing that their cards have, but they're a little bit more
higher probability.
That. Yeah. The orangutans have a higher probability of you getting energy. The gorillas are where you're going to be able to get rage points, and then the chimpanzees have a great way of allowing you to repeat frames. So anytime you see that circle arrow, that means, hey, do something that you completed a frame of before, you get to do that again.
Yep.
So how do you want to potentially specialize in one particular type of ape, or do you want to spread it out? Do you want to start with these and then move towards points at the, who knows, like how you decide to do things. So.
Who knows?
Who knows?
All right. Are you all shuffled up?
Yeah.
Okay. So we shall begin. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat.
Oh, and I guess one other thing. So Jess did mention there are 3 rows on these cards. The top row is where you get all of your resources. That's your primary way of getting stuff. The second row creates some actions where you can usually, like, you might get something for free. Here's a victory point. Here's another thing. But it's often trade these things for these other things. Like a flower and a fruit gives you something once you complete the frame. The bottom row, you'll notice, has only broken ones on these cards. I got a lot of left sides. I don't have any rights. That's because none of the tamarins have the completion for that third row extra bonus action. You have to go get cards in order for those third rows to complete. So that's another reason why, hey, go get some of these and maybe thin out some of your tamarins, because you want to get all kinds of stuff from all your cards.
You know how I remember that these are tamarins? The color of their fur is like an orangey color. And there is a flavor of Mexican soda called tamarindo, and it's an orange soda. Tamarind is a type of flavor, and it is kind of has an orange color to it. So there we go. And I apologize that the icons are super tiny. We want to make sure that
hopefully the colors come through so you can see, because the colors are very distinct, and also the shapes, which is nice.
Timey says there are a few cards that give you a bonus for not getting rid of starting cards. Well, there we go.
Oh, yeah. One of the frames will say, like, get a victory point for every tamarind that you have on display.
Yes. Yeah,
that's true. If you get rid of a lot of your tamarins, then that's not going to pay off as much.
Yep.
We have a very social puppy today.
Sorry, our table is moving because we have a puppy underneath. Puppy earthquakes.
Do I like what I'm getting?
Ba-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Some people are saying like this is like Planet the Apes, the board game. I would disagree because there's no people in it.
Soylent Green is people. No, that doesn't look good.
All right, come on. We done?
No, this is going to take me a while every turn.
Yeah, if we get
we'll go with that.
Stream status, if anyone wouldn't mind giving us a stream status, appreciate that.
Little shout out. Okay, I am ready. Who's going to go first?
Me.
Go for it.
Okay, so starting with the top row, going left to right. This is an open frame, so I get nothing. This one is I get a grain and a flower. This one says I get a grain and a fruit. This one is, I get another flower and a grain.
Nice.
This one is open, so I get nothing. Then moving on to the 2. Open does nothing. This is open, even though it's hitting the edge of a card. There's nothing on this side to complete that frame, so nothing happens. This one, oh shoot, I played that wrong. 1 energy for 1 point, and I don't have any energy to turn in, so I get nothing for that.
Nope.
This one just gives me a free point.
Free point.
This one, I can turn in a fruit and a flower for a point, and I will do that.
Another point for you.
And then this is nothing, and then down here, nothing, nothing, and nothing.
All right.
The Planet of the Apes expansion is called Just Before After Us. Nice, Timey. Nice. All right, what do you got?
I get a grain and a fruit.
Okay.
I get a flower and a grain.
Okay.
And I get a flower and a fruit. I got 2 of everything. That's going to be a little difficult to get an ape with. I also have the card of turn in a battery and get a point, but nope, no batteries. I do get a point for free. I can turn in 1 of each of these for a point. I will do that. And then I can turn in 2 flowers for a point. I only have 1, so that doesn't work out. And then everything else is open. So that is that.
All right, phase 1 is done. Now we're gonna move on to phase 2. We're gonna take our tokens, secretly look at them, choose one, and then we're going to play them face up. Yes, it is grain, Timey, because it says, I believe it says in the rules they call it grain.
Yeah, and even on this reference card, the black is grain.
Yeah. Are seeds a grain? Sure, you can call them seeds. That's fine.
Kernels.
Okay. No, I will do this.
What you doing?
Is it sunflower seeds on the main board? Yeah, I could see those could be considered sunflower seeds, yeah.
Oh, yes. That totally looks like a sunflower seed.
All right, ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, flippity gibbets. Ooh.
Orangutan.
All right, and I got a mandrill, so I will start. I get 2 points.
Okay.
And I don't have, mandrills want flowers, and I don't have enough flowers, so I won't recruit an ape. However, I can do 2 resources of the same type to get myself 2 batteries, but I don't want to do that. So I will hold off.
Pass.
Yes. All right. So you get 2 batteries.
I get 2 batteries. I can turn in 1 of them to convert 1 type into another type.
Okay.
So I will do that.
And what are you converting?
I'm going to convert this flower into a grain.
Okay.
A sunflower seed. Oh, I didn't play that very well, huh?
And then you can't purchase an orangutan.
I cannot. And I'll skip the 2 points.
Okay.
All right.
So those flip over.
Should have done that differently.
Phase 3.
Womp,
Clean
womp.
up.
You got to think like
These go away.
a couple steps ahead in this game.
And then we start a new round. No one has reached 80 points, so we start a new round.
Yes, it is 4-2. Hey, there's my batteries.
Batteries.
All right.
Oh, man.
Ooh, that's all complete that way.
Sure, I think that's okay.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I got all my frames on the top row complete, so I'm happy with that.
Okay. You'll go first?
Okay, so I get a battery and 2 green and a battery, and a fruit, and a flower, and a fruit, and a flower, and a fruit.
Okay.
Yeah, that felt very nice. Okay, then I can turn in a fruit for a point. Sure. I can turn in a battery and a grain for a point. No. I can turn in 2 fruit for a point. I will do that. And then that's open and everything else is open. Okay.
All right. I get a battery.
Okay.
I get 2 grain. I get another battery. I get a fruit and a flower. I get another fruit. I get a fruit for a point. I will do that.
Okay.
A grain and a battery for a point. I will not do that. A grain and a flower and a battery for a point. I will do that.
Okay.
And then everything else is done.
Dunzo. All right.
Do. Okay. All right, ready?
Yes.
Flippity gibbets. Monkey.
Gorilla.
Chimp, I should say.
Chimpanzee.
Chimpy. All right, go.
I get 2 rage.
Rage.
I'm going to turn in 1 battery to hit the mini bar. And I will turn in a flower for a grain. And then I will spend all 6 of my grains.
Ah, that was a good call. Dang.
To get a level 2 gorilla. Look at all that sweet stuff. Yeah.
So crazy.
That will go on top of my draw deck. It's currently empty, so I'll shuffle and put it under. Okay, then I can turn in 2 of a resource if I want to do a mimic.
It's 2 of 1 type.
Right, 2 of 1 type of resource. So I will turn in these 2 batteries to get, and I can mimic any of my complete frames.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to mimic one of the ones on top because that just seems. So I can either get 2 grain or a fruit and a flower.
Or a battery.
I can turn in 2 batteries for 1 battery.
Yep.
Yep.
That's math.
That's good math. Let's get 2 grain.
All right. Good?
Yep. Okay, so I did all my things and I used my ability to copy your thing and done.
All right, so I'm going to do my things. So I'm going to repeat a frame and I'm also going to get 2 grain.
Okay.
And then I am... Do I get a chimp? Sure. It's not the way I wanted to play this, but I will get a chimp. A level 1 chimp.
Go level 1. Okay.
So gives me some interesting stuff. So that's going to go also on top. All right. And do I want to turn in 2 to get 2 rage? No.
Okay.
All right.
And I don't have enough rage at this current time to have scared away one of my tamarins. You need 4. I've got 2. Shuffle up and deal.
No one has reached 80 yet. So now I think we can go ahead and do simultaneous play.
Okay.
Since everyone's got.
Why don't I scoot these closer to you?
Because you want more space?
I have longer arms.
That's true. I have dinosaur arms.
All right.
Dinosaurs. 1, 2,
I love
3,
deck
4.
builders where the cards that you purchase go on top of your deck.
Instead of in your trash pile?
Because it's like, oh, there's my 8 gorilla. Right. So now the gorilla brings in some of those level 3 powers, or the third row powers. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what we can do with this. No, not bad.
I need stuff on this side. That's what the problem is.
I don't have any batteries for a resource, so that I do want to leave hanging off. I don't care about that. Got it all.
No.
Okay, I'm happy with this. So I get 2 greens.
Okay.
Get fruit. 2.
You say you have long arms, but you know you're blocking everything I'm looking at.
Yes, that's part of my strategy as well.
Hey. And if anything drops into my player board, I automatically get it. So, I will explain this here. This symbol here with the 3 and the equal sign crossed out. If you have 3 different types of apes in your assembly, then you get the bonus. So that's what that means.
So turn in 2 grain for 2 points, 1 flower for 2 points. That's not bad. I can turn in 2 fruit for a point. Nah. I can turn in nothing there. Then I can turn in a grain and a fruit for 3 rage. But I get 2 for free. And I do believe that you can rage as many as you have. You can rage away as many tamarins as you have the. I did look this up yesterday,
but just so everybody knows.
Yeah. So if you had 8 rage, you could scare away 2 tamarins. Okay. So do I want to do that? Well, I definitely get these 2, but you have to resolve things in order, so you can't jump ahead to try to get something to pay for something before. So I had to make the choice now.
Okay.
Darn. I'm not. I'm just going to get the 2 free, and I'm going to pass on that. Or am I? Because, you know... Yeah. Okay.
Action discs.
What do I want to do?
I don't look at that disc. Don't look at it.
You cheating?
Yep. Ready?
Big reveal.
Flip. Nice.
Orangutan.
All right. I'm doing this.
Okay, so you got
Gorilla. Oh, this is King Kong. Hell yeah, look at that guy. Rage. He's a rager.
Do you want 2 batteries?
Yeah, I'll take 2 batteries.
So I got my 2 batteries. I'm going to rage away
your pains. Rage away your pains.
One of these 2.
That sounds like a good song. Rage away.
I'm gonna rage away this one. Okay, so this card is out of the game. It gives me 1 fruit for doing that, and it costs me the 4 rage that I have. And then I am going to turn in one of my batteries, and I will turn in one of these flowers to trade at the minibar. This is a great one. I like this one. All right, so that gives me 6 fruit.
And you get a big old orangutan.
Getting a big orangutan. Jumbo orangutan.
Oh, shoot. Did I draw from here? Or did I draw from there? Shoot.
Just look. When you did what?
Oh, I did. I did a level 3. Can you reshuffle that? I need a level 2.
Did you turn in 6 green?
I did.
Chad, did she turn in 6 green?
Yeah, and I only did 3 of the chimps. Okay. Sorry.
Okay. And then do I want
2 rage?
No.
Okay. Next. Oh. Do what you wanna do. Be what you wanna be. Don't like these. Don't like these.
That's gonna need to pair up like that.
And this is gonna be nothing. That's gonna be nothing. Feel like you're taking crazy pills?
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Anyone from Zoolander? Anyone? Anyone quote Zoolander? Oh, that movie cracks me up.
Okay.
Good?
I have built my assembly of primates.
I have assembled the primates.
Primates! Assemble!
Go ahead. I don't know what you're waiting for.
There's these gigantic arms in the way.
No, I have dinosaur arms. What are you talking about? Dinosaurs!
Oh, a nice amount of flowers there. Okay. So I get one of these and one of these. And one of these and one of these. And battery. And then 1, 2, 3 greens and another battery.
Okay.
I'm trying a different strategy than I did last night. So we played this for the first time last night.
Can you do this as number of times do you have batteries or no?
No. Each of these you can only use once per round.
Dang. All right, well, I'll do that.
I will turn in one of each of these for a point. And then I can turn in a battery for a point. Oh, a battery for 2 points. Yes, thank you. And then a grain for 2 points.
Oops, I did not use this guy.
Sure. Grain for 2. Such a good price. Open 2 greens for 2 batteries.
Hand me one of those big cups.
I'm gonna pass on that and just get battery. Okay.
And then can you hand me another one? You're gonna take those cups.
No more crossing arms. You don't want arm touching?
No, it's gross. Sick. Kudos. Cooties. Okay. Now time for...
Gotta choose our apes.
Choose your apes. I don't know why I'm shuffling them. It just feels good to shuffle them.
Yeah, it feels like what you should be doing. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Chimpanzee.
Ooh. All right, so I get 2 batteries.
I'm gonna repeat.
I'm gonna do a level 1 orangutan. Level 1. Oh, and then whenever you see this dash, friends, that means it's a no cost.
Free.
So you just get whatever you want for free.
Okay.
And then do I want to turn in things?
To get a repeat. So I am getting a level 2 chimpanzee. Nice. And do I want 2 batteries? Yeah.
Nah, I don't want to repeat.
I'm going to turn in my 2 flowers to get 2 batteries.
All right, do I have enough? I don't have enough, so I got to shuffle. And we are neck and neck at 14 points.
I got 3.
Whoa.
This one did stay very tight. Like, we were battling each other the whole way, which was cool. It wasn't. And
I think it was until the very last round when we just like dumped everything we had in our hands. Well, in our deck, so to speak. I had so many leftover resources, which I thought would be like tiebreaker, but it didn't matter.
Okay.
Can you scooch? Just kidding. Just kidding.
So this needs to be my lefty. So there's nothing on the left side of this card, so he's going to be all the way over here.
Oh, I got 3. Yes.
Oh, something could be for free. Oh, I got a free action here on the right side of the card, but there's no left-hand open frames to match up with that, so I can't take advantage of that free. That's a bummer.
Boo.
Bwah, bwah.
You saying boo? Or...
And then I've got an open 2-point thing over here and no open right-hand frames.
Boo.
Come on, chimpanzee.
Or boo earns. Are you saying boo or boo earns?
Gotta work with me here. Okay.
Brilliant. I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Legends! Hello, Legends. Oh, and you forgot. Yes, Gus is also here.
I is here. Have no fear. I is here.
Okay. Good.
Yeah?
Good.
Yeah. Sounds good. Okay, what do I got? Battery. And grain and a fruit. Grain and a fruit. Another battery. A grain and a grain.
Free point.
I feel like I'm generating a lot more stuff this game.
Oh, free point.
This is just so powerful to get you to that spot. Go level 2. I'm enjoying it. All right, so we'll turn in
nothing for a free point.
We can do better. So 2 points. Thank you, Mr. Chimpanzee. Turn in a battery for 2 points. Thank you from Mr. Orangutan. Turn in a grain for 2 points. Yes. Turn in another battery for a point.
Okay.
Then I can turn in a fruit and a battery.
Go Team Gus or not. Rude, Legends. Rude.
So I'm going to turn in a battery and a fruit.
Just kidding.
For 2 free points. Then I can turn in a fruit to repeat. I will turn in a fruit for 2 free points. Then I can turn in a fruit for 2 batteries. I don't have any. Then I can turn in, or I get a battery. Oh, I shouldn't have done all that.
Shouldn't have done what?
So I guess I will do.
Did you bring your water down here?
Yeah. You already drinking?
Yeah.
Thirsty jugglers.
Gotta stay hydrated, y'all. Stay hydrated, everybody.
So I'm turning in a battery to make this flower a fruit. And then turning in that fruit for 2 batteries. Okay.
Ready? Phase 2. Fight. Dun 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 dun. Don't show me the secrets.
Yeah, don't look, man.
The secrets. That's funny. We both had our tamarins on the outside and our chimp and our orangutan on the inside. That's funny. Didn't even notice that. You ready? Bum 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 bum. Ready? Flip. Ooh, nice.
So we got 2 batteries.
2 points. And I'm turning in 6 flowers to get me a level 2 mandrill.
Very nice. I cannot get to a level 2 8 this turn.
Can I turn in 2 batteries to get 2 batteries?
Oh, why did I go orangutan? I don't have the right stuff for that. That was dumb. Oh well.
You can spend 2 resources to get 2 points.
Jeez. I did not play this one very well.
Sorry, lovely.
That's what happens. This game, yeah, I mean, you gotta be thinking.
Mm-hmm. And I gotta utilize this more often too.
Alright, I'll turn in 2 grains for 2 points. I gotta stay ahead of you.
Okay.
Alright.
We haven't reached halfway yet. We're still working. Tamarins! Freaking A.
Yeah, you gotta watch, like, what resources do you have for what monkey are you choosing from your discs?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's definitely do that.
No. That gives me hot garbage. Oh no. Oh no.
Hot garbage sounds gross.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
How many Planet of the Apes movies are there? That's a good question, Legends. I don't know. Do you know, Liv?
No.
I mean, there's been a bunch of remakes.
I remember when that first remake came out with, like, Mark Wahlberg, and I was like, this is great. I have no idea if it actually is great anymore, what my opinion would be of it now. But when I watched it originally, I liked it.
Yeah. All right. Ready to resolve?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I get a flower and a fruit.
David's talking about all the stuff he's getting.
2 grains.
I'm just going to put all my stuff here.
Another fruit. Another flower and a grain.
Because this is simultaneous play, everybody, so
you gotta trust the people you're playing with. Don't play with cheaters. And a battery. Then I can turn in 2 flowers for a point. I can turn in 2 green for 2 points.
That's a free point there, Mickey Picky.
And I can turn in a flower for 2 points. Nice.
That's
then
it.
A grain and a flower for 3 rage. Yeah.
All right.
Or sorry, grain and a fruit for 3
2,
rage.
3, 4, 5.
And then 2 rage.
And I'm gonna do this. My computer get 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I will rage away
Your sorrows.
this one, which gives me a grain.
This one Legends plays 1 to 6. 1 to 6 players. So yeah.
And there's not a whole lot of
change in gameplay.
Game length, right? Yeah, like so the only thing that really changes in gameplay is these discs, because you see Jess and I say like, oh, I'm going to use yours and I'm going to spend 2 resources to do it. But the rule is you actually can only do that for those who are adjacent to you. Mm-hmm. So in a 2 and a 3 player game, doesn't matter, you're adjacent to everybody. But once you go into a 4 or 5 or 6 player game, you're only going to have 2 people that are adjacent to you. So those will be your options for whether you're going to spend 2 resources to mimic.
Yeah.
As well as potentially the second way that the game would end besides getting to 80 points is if a deck of ape cards was to run out, you would resolve, I believe you resolve in order who gets it. And I think that's another way that the game will end.
Yeah. Slivers!
But they said that's rare.
Hey.
You'd have to have a lot of people really going after the same thing.
Yeah. So that's the only difference, is your neighbors is what you can mimic, but that's it.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. 1, 2, free. Ooh, monkey.
Gorilla and a chimpanzee.
Gorilla and a chimpy. All right, so I'm going to do this, which gives me 1 point for free. And then I'm going to turn in these 2 to mimic yours for 2 rage. Then I'm going to ditch with my rage. Goodbye, Tamarind. And because I did that, I get a battery.
9 batteries. Activating the scooter.
The moped.
And I get a level 2 monkey of my choice. And
I'm turning in 3 to get a level 1 chimpy. Chimpy. Okay. Did you want to turn in something to repeat?
I only have one thing, so I can't.
All right.
I have 1 measly little fruit.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go.
All right. So we're at 35 versus 32. Close one. It's a close one.
It's me, a close one. I'm trying to think. Does anyone in the chat know if there is a game that allows you to rearrange cards like this to like do... I want to say there's a game out there with like resources on sides of cards that you can do that. And I can't remember.
Yeah. Or tile. Like I had like a tile game or something. Like we were trying to think of a game that we've played that has this kind of mechanic in it where the way you arrange
things,
your cards or your tiles or whatever, gets you stuff based on how you've built and matched stuff up.
Yeah.
We were like, we've played something like this. All right, so I get 2 flowers.
Seed and a fruit.
I get
a seed and a
grain
fruit.
And a fruit. Grain and a fruit.
And a seed.
A battery and a flower.
And a fruit.
And another fruit.
And a battery. 4 points.
Okay.
The battery.
Then I get a free point. Yay! 3 points are the best.
This for 3.
I can turn in 1 of each.
Nothing. 2 of those.
For 2 points.
For a point. Nothing.
Nothing getting me 3
repeat,
points.
Nothing.
1 fruit for 2 points. 1 battery for a point.
Okay.
Or
yeah, I can't remember. There had to be something.
I can do a battery for 3 rage. And then a grain for 3 batteries. Okay. And then done. Okay. So that is that. I'm gonna scare away. I'm gonna rage away this tamarind.
You were at 5 or 6?
I was at 6. And then
Sure. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Don't look, don't show me.
ooh.
Yes.
Okay. That'll work.
And flippity gibbets.
Chimpanzee.
Orangutan. So I get 2 of these. And then I'm going to spend 1 at the mini bar.
So I'm going to go get
So I turn in a grain for fruta.
2 flowers.
And then I'm going to turn in 3 fruta for a level 1 orangutan.
Turn in a battery to turn this fruit into a flower. Then I'm going to spend these 6 flowers.
Ooh, getting a mandrill.
Yep, chimpanzee. Got to be a chimpanzee.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That is the confusing part.
That's
with
true.
the chimpanzee, since it could be any of the 3 resources, I just spent 6 flowers, which normally would be a mandrill, but
Sure.
you got to make sure, like, I flipped the chimpanzee token so I can only get a chimpanzee. So I got a level 2 of that, which was there. Okay.
Do you want to spend to get
2 batteries.
2 batteries for 2 batteries? They have to be identical.
Yeah, that doesn't work very well.
Net 0.
But maybe I like those other batteries a little better.
These are triple A's instead of double A's.
Sweet, sweet. Triple A's are super valuable for remotes, so
Sure.
you gotta have some triple A's around.
Sure. Okay.
Because a remote being dead is like a tragedy.
And I know apes will probably need their TVs turned on. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Have you trashed any cards?
I've been. Oh.
What? You okay? What?
I've been raging away those tamarinds
Yeah.
and putting them into my discard instead of out of the game.
Oh no!
I've done it like 3 times and I've only put 1.
Do you remember which ones you did?
All right, yeah, let's see.
Because you should have gotten a great
I got
bonus.
a grain
You got a grain.
once.
Okay.
So let's just call it that one.
Okay.
And then I got, I think it was a flower once.
Okay.
So let's just call it that one. Oh man. I was
Whoops.
like, why isn't my deck fitting out? Well.
There we go.
At least we caught it, only halfway through the game.
Legends got 4 new triple A's.
Sweet. Still have all these tamarinds. All right. So let's do that. Those 2 need to go together.
Okay.
And something for free? 3 points?
Good?
No, still thinking.
That's too funny. Why do I keep having all these tamarins come up?
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go.
All right.
And a flower.
2 grain.
Grain and a fruit. Grain and a fruit. And that's everything.
3 uniques for a battery.
A battery for a point. Yeah.
2 grains.
2 free points.
2 flowers.
1 free point. A battery for 3 rage.
1 flower. Nothing.
1
free
grain
points.
to repeat. What would I like to repeat?
For 3 points.
Let's repeat.
No.
Grain and a
For
fruit.
2.
And then
1, 2, 3 points.
to repeat. And we'll repeat.
Nope. Okay.
Grain and fruit. And then we will rage away.
Do you want a battery or do you want a fruit?
This allows me to turn a battery into a point, which is nice. So let's get rid of you and put you correctly out of the game and get a fruit for getting rid of you. Okay.
We're very decisive this round. And flip!
Orangutan!
Goliath. 2 rage. Rawr.
Batteries.
And I'm going to use my battery
I'm going to turn one of those batteries into
for
a
the
fruit.
mini bar. Turning this
So I
into a
turned in
grain.
6 fruits
I turn in 6 grains
for a level 2 orangutan.
for level 2 gorilla.
Now, what did you do, Rage?
Look at this guy.
Ooh, you're going to get ragey.
Rage against the machiney. I will turn in 2 flowers for 2 batteries.
Okay.
Okay. It's still close, y'all.
I got 4 level 2 cards. Yes. How can I put this all together?
There's my mandrill.
All right. Oh, that's a lot of batteries.
I want free stuff. Who wants free stuff? This guy.
Yeah, you know, as they sit.
I'm gonna do this like this. Oh yeah. Here it comes.
Yeah.
Bump, 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 bump.
We're gonna go with just
Bump,
that.
bump,
Okay.
bump. All right, let's do this.
Fruit.
2 flowers. Flower.
Grain.
Flower.
Fruit. 2 batteries.
Grain and a flower. Fruit.
Grain.
2 flowers for 2 points. 1 point for 3. 3 points. 1, 2, 3. 1 point.
And 2 more batteries.
1 point for 3.
A lot of free points you're giving yourself there.
2, 2. 1 rage.
All right, turn in a flower.
1 of these.
2.
For 2 rage. 1, 2.
Fruit.
Then
For 2.
going to
Battery. 3. 3 points. Battery.
I'm gonna rage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw this out.
3 unique monkeys gets me a point. I have 3 difference, which is great. 2 free points. 2 rage. A green. 3 batteries. free repeat. We'll do a green. 3 batteries. A battery for a repeat, so we'll turn in a battery. And we'll repeat this battery for 3 points. And then a flower for 2 batteries. Nice.
Flip. Chimp.
Gorilla.
All right, so I'm going to repeat my, look at this. 3 for 3.
Very nice.
1, 2, 3.
All right, so
And do I want a chimpy?
battery to turn this flower.
Do I want a chimpy?
And I'm gonna spend these 6 grains.
What did you get? I'm gonna do 2 for 2 rage.
Level 2 gorilla.
I don't know if I want a chimpy.
And then I am going to turn in my 9 batteries.
No, I'm not gonna do it for my chimpy.
To go rev up my scooter and get a level 2 mana drill.
Mana drill? Mandrill.
Mandrill.
Not a mandrake.
And then, do I want to rage? I kind of like these guys. Okay.
Let's go.
Save
It's
my
close. It's close, y'all. Yeah.
Ooh.
Nothing but a mandrill, baby.
All your tamarins.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Ain't nothing but a tamarind, baby. Oh, this is hot garbage. Oh, no. This is hot garbage. Ooh. Yup. Ah, that is just, well, I don't like that at all. I don't like this at all. No, I don't. This stinks.
Okay.
Let's go.
Battery, 2 batteries, 3 batteries.
2 grain.
Get 1, 2 fruit.
Grain. Battery.
Get
1 point.
1, 2, 3, 4 grain. And get 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers.
Okay. Man.
This one's so fun. Okay. Nothing. Turn a battery in for 2 points. Sure. Turn a grain in for 2 points. Sure. Broken. Turn a battery in for 2 points. Turn a flower in for 3 points. Turn a battery in for 2 points. 1 point. Get a battery back. Turn a grain in for 2. 3 uniques gives me 2, which I have. And then free 3 rage. And I will rage away 2 cards.
Can you do 2?
Yes. For 6 points.
Can you check?
1, 2,
Can I see?
3, 4, 5, 6, and that's game. I looked this up last night.
Rage.
So at any time you may spend
It doesn't say you can do it as many times.
It does not. It also doesn't say you can only do it once. Let's see BGG.
Okay.
Oh, not Among Us. That's a different game.
After Us.
After Us.
Yeah. If anyone knows, I don't know if that's a thing. Everyone, can't bring a neighbor. Attracted by queens. You checking BGG?
Mm-hmm.
Because if it only says one, I would think, because that would just activate the game to go faster, to end faster. I would think. Let's see if it says anything on that. Please hold, friends, while we are looking up stuff. By the power of the internet.
So the only question I see regarding it is in regards to solo play. It says if the king has 8 rage at the start of phase 3, can he use it to trash 2 cards? Or can you only rage once per round?
Mm-hmm.
And the answer says yes, the king can trash 2 cards during the same turn. So
okay,
that's regarding solo play.
And the king is the robot player you're talking about?
That's just what the person put.
Yeah, see. Generates a lot of rage. Alright, well, that's fine. Stinks because I had a lot of bonus things coming, but Yeah, if it does anything. Rage, rage, rage. Okay, that's fine. We'll just play it like that. That's something we should definitely look up, though, for future. All right, so final score. David's at 80, and I am at 62, which I would have gotten a lot more points if we would have finished this round. But, all right, so there we go, friends. That is After Us, another two-player scenario. Initial thoughts going into this game, I like the artwork. I think Vincent Dutrait, you can't go wrong with his art. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's highly engaging, it's colorful. Pandasaurus makes good quality products of games, so the components are very nice. The cards are okay. I think the cards could be a little bit thicker, to be honest. I think the card stock they could have used could be a little bit thicker. Maybe if you wanted to sleeve these, it would be better. You do have space in the box, so I believe you can put these in with card sleeves and they will still fit in the box. Would you say so on that?
Oh yeah, there's room for sure. You could sleeve if you wanted.
So yeah,
they give you a good amount of space.
Yeah, and it's a nice. The insert's decent. It's not like super complex. It's okay. But I will say that the overall like look and feel of the game is really nice. It's got a nice table presence. There is a lot going on here for the 2-player, so I think for like the 6-player would be kind of crazy. Do you have the other player boards on here?
Yeah.
Hey Deadpan, welcome in.
Hey Deadpan.
So it plays up to 6, and so you get each of your own different unique color player boards. So they have a pink player here with their own little iconography. So as far as like color blind color vision issues, I think they did really well at changing the iconography as well as having unique color schemes.
Yeah, even
here's like a teal.
Your little player bits have your corresponding shape
icon
on them, so you know.
So you've got teal on here as well, which is really nice.
And each of the resources is shaped exactly as the artwork is drawn, so it's very easy to go, oh, that's that piece.
Yeah. The only thing is I wish they would have made these batteries into like a cube or something, because it's like all the other ones are wooden bits, and yet these batteries are just little tokens. I think they could have done better with that. So yeah, so there's the blue side. And then they've got for orange here, they've got the orange one, which I think is the one that they show off for like demo purposes and stuff like that. However, if you were at Gen Con, they had, I think this was an Essen release. This is a promo board. It doesn't change gameplay, but what the cool thing is that down here where you normally have 0 through 12, they actually have different box numbers. Box names with the numbers on them. So it's Just One down here, Rising 5, 7 Wonders Duel, The Crew in Search of Planet 9, so I thought that was pretty clever. But so it doesn't change gameplay, but it's just for if you wanted to be that color player, you can use the promo board.
Fun way to count.
Yeah.
Oh, those are all hubcaps. That's awesome.
Yeah, so there's, hubcaps on this one. This one's got the spray paint on it. This one's look like some other kind of graffiti art. This got street signs, So
and yellow player, the background artwork is an amusement park, and all of the numbers are targets at like one of those carnival games or whatever. You're throwing darts or whatever. So Vincent Dutrait did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, and this one looks like it could be like a housing unit because it's got the wooden fence, picket fences. So these could be like street numbers. you know, on an address or something like that.
Yeah, that's fun.
But yeah, and you can even see like the differences in the two cards. You've got, you know, for the level 2, it's unique artwork. So even so, when you're playing, there's enough iconography for you to determine which what is what, you know, which is really cool. So yeah, it was I will overall say the production is really great. This is a good game that I feel like those that are interested in like deck building mechanics will like it. It's a little bit something more than just your standard like Dominion, you know, where you just have your deck and then you have all the markets you can purchase from. There's a little extra stuff that you can do here on it.
And you are looking for some of those things that kind of play in together. So the orangutan giving me battery. So this time I went very heavy orangutan gorilla. And the batteries seem to be playing pretty well with some of the other different cards. The game that we played last night, I went very heavy with the chimpanzee to do the recurring action, and both felt like they worked pretty well together.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's not a heavyweight game.
It's not.
It's lighter, but it's a fun puzzle. I like the puzzle of how do I put my cards together. So building my little tableau in the best way possible to get the stuff that I want. And you're looking at that top row knowing I'm getting those resources, and then you're looking at the next 2 rows to go, okay, but then I'm spending them, and am I getting so you're trying to do in your head the math of did I get enough stuff or did I count wrong?
Right.
And then you use these tokens to say, okay, do I have what I need to get an ape of the type that I want? And so there's a lot of good like forethought that goes into this that's really, really cool. So Panda's asking, would you want to play it at a higher player count? I absolutely would. This plays great with Jess and I. So it's playing really fun as 2-player. I would love to play more players. I don't think it's going to change the gameplay dramatically.
No.
You might see a couple different strategies and see how they're playing out, but the difference between a 2-player game and a 6-player game is probably not going to be
that different. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I will say it'll be interesting to see at a higher player count like what strategy people use to build their decks, because like David said that he can go heavy on a certain type of ape, and will that help you if you can cycle through your deck faster or not? So that would be kind of an interesting thing to observe, like how people, because I was trying to go for heavy gorillas, but then I realized I would, instead of just spending all my resources right now, I'd have to like wait until at least a couple turns so I'd have enough to get the higher level ape, because the higher level ape obviously is going to give you better stuff.
I will say having this particular one in play where you could exchange, turn in a battery and exchange one resource for another, made all the difference in being able to get to the level 2 apes much faster. Yeah. So in the game we played last night, you couldn't get 6 of a resource so fast.
You couldn't.
That you're getting to those level 2. So this game went a little bit faster than last night.
We were also not playing it simultaneous.
For most of the game, right?
Yeah, because we were learning. We were like, how is this, are you ready? Okay, take your turn. What are you going to get? What are you purchasing? That kind of thing.
The one worry, and this was cool to find out. So this was kind of our process last night. Jess and I were talking about it going, this was really fun. We really enjoyed our play of it. I really enjoyed the second play of it, especially doing something a little different. And there's still more things to try. I still haven't gone with the mandrills yet to see how they might play out. But after a few plays, is it going to be kind of samey? Right. So we were worried about that, but they just looked it up, and the designer, right? Not the publisher, the designer is saying that there are expansions in the works. Yes. That I think would say, as is, I would love to play this game with some of our family that's not like heavy gamers. Yep. I think they would have a great time with this and really understand the mechanics, and we would be off and running with a fun deck builder that Jess and I would enjoy playing. We definitely would have a good time. Yep. But then if we had a little bit of expansion content, that would take it up a notch when Jess and I are playing it ourselves or with other gamers, we could bring those things in to just create a little bit more to do with your deck. Like, why might I go for a particular type of ape? So given some direction for that, I think would be really cool to see. So if they do come up with some expansions, I think that will increase the longevity of us with this game.
Yeah. We compared this game and kind of like our hopes for it in terms of like role player, in that you play role player in that game, you're creating a character to go on adventures, and then you get role player adventures. Is that what it is?
Well, they have their 2 expansions. They have monsters and minions, so you can take your adventurer and then go fight. And they have friends and familiars, or
fiends and familiars.
Fiends and familiars. Which we own but haven't played yet, and I don't know exactly what that one does. But yeah, like taking role player, which is a nice puzzle, but it's probably going to be a deep, kind of samey puzzle after a little while, and giving you something to do.
Right.
That's I agree. This is kind of like that. Like, this is a fun deck builder. It's fun to try to get your engine going. Solve the puzzle of what cards do I have and how do I put them together.
Yeah.
But then I want to do something more with it.
Right. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. And I feel okay sharing about that with the expansion because the designer was mentioning it on BGG. So it's not like hidden knowledge. He purposely posted it on the online forum. So I'm hopeful.
Like deck builders, and you like a game sometimes where you're not like having to break your brain,
right?
This is a really fun one. I would play this. Dominion's okay.
Dominion has been around forever.
A massive Dominion fan. I've played it a few times. Every time I was like, yeah, that was okay.
Yeah.
I would play this over Dominion. I like the theme. I'm a big post-apocalyptic kind of person.
Sure.
So seeing the earth crumbled and apes using that technology to try to like advance themselves is cool.
Yeah.
Vincent Dutrait is a great artist, so this was really fun. And this design it's crisp and clean. Like,
yeah, streamlined.
Yeah. You've got a few things you can do. You've got some ability to kind of tweak things. And then the games will be a little bit different with these tiles every time.
Sure, because you draw 3 tiles. They give you a starter set of tiles to do for the game.
Your first game.
To say, like, here, start with these 3 just so you understand mechanics and all that kind of stuff. And then for future games, they tell you to randomly choose 3. Other ones.
So I think this one, the game console, if I remember correctly, it allows you to change a level 1 ape into a different level 1 ape or a level 2 ape into a 2. So like later on in the game,
you can do an exchange.
Change all of your level 2s of other types into those mandrills.
Sure.
With heavy victory points. So if there might be a tipping point where you go, all right, I'm just going to switch everything over to those mandrills and try to start racking up points.
Yeah.
The pinball machine allows you for 4 batteries to bring in a 5th card for your line. So instead of just having 4, you have 5. So there's some differences.
Is that permanent or is that just for
that round?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, if that's permanent, that would be sweet.
So, you know, if you've racked up a lot of batteries towards the end, you could have rounds where you're working with 5 cards.
Sure.
Which would be awesome.
Yeah. So there's quite a few things. We are excited to play this with a higher player count because it might change the gameplay, you know. There is not a whole lot of player interaction except for when you mimic stuff with people.
Yeah. You're kind of hoping there's a little bit of like, I hope they put out that particular ape. There's a couple times like I could look at the resources that Jess had saved and go, okay, she's definitely going to bring out that ape, so that's not going to help me much. But a lot of times I'm like, I don't know which one to... And especially with the chimpanzee...
Because you can purchase that with 3 of anything.
Yeah. So you may look at somebody's resources and go, oh, they have all fruit, all the orange ones, so they're definitely going to bring out the orangutan.
Right.
And then, no, they bring out the chimpanzee. And then
you're
like, oh, cool, that was... I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll definitely have this around. Definitely feeling the the enjoyment of it so far.
Yeah. So this will stay with our collection for now.
Yeah.
And especially if some expansions come out, then I think that's going to increase the chances of it sticking around because it is fun.
Yeah. So, all right, friends. Well, we are going to sign off. Is there anyone that is currently online that we can send over on a raid train? For me, friends, I will be back on Wednesday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Not sure exactly what I'm going to play yet. I always say that. And then it just comes to me like the night before. So
an epiphany.
Yeah, an epiphany, if you will. Heart board games. Okay.
Panda, we're going to see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome. All right, you said heart board games first, Panda, so we're going to do them.
Because we heart board games.
Yep, exactly right. Cannot wait, they say. So thanks, everybody, for joining us. If you are a subscriber to the channel, please feel free to use the raid emotes.
Raid?
Otherwise, some basic emotes are just fine. And until then, friends, stay safe, enjoy your board games, be kind to one another, and we'll catch y'all on the next stream. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, my God.